just by implementing a little bit of wing play. This isn't rocket science, guys. If your coach isn't here, you'll be able to teach this to him in 5 minutes, like I will. This is easy, cakewalk. But it will change the game for you guys. So, as a face-off guy, what I want every single time, okay? And terminology. This is my pull side, P-U-L-L. This is my non-pull side, okay? Very scientific, brain buster. On my pull side, I'm gonna have my best 1 or 2 ground ball guys. Coach, don't rotate 6 dudes in there. I want 2 max. 1 if I can, and then 1 to give him a breather if he just played a lot of defense or something like that. 2 guys I trust with my life, okay? He's gonna be lined up. Coach B is all the way at the end every single time. And all he's gonna do, and you're gonna make his life easy and great, is on the whistle, he's gonna take 5 hard steps in, 5 full sprinting in, without the hash marks. He can then kind of jog if he wants. So his option's gonna be 2 things. 1, I can get him the ball through my legs. Great, padding stats for my man. GB for him. Or, in the event that I get fast broke, like I said, 99% of guys are righties. I get fast broke. He's there to pick up the break. He picks up the break, plays defense. I ride with the pole. Play 5-on-5 till we go back to 6-on-6. You will never give up a fast break if you do this correctly. Coaches, I just saved you 40 goals. Okay? You will never give up a fast break. Because this pole on this side will never catch a guy who's full speed running to the opposite side of the field 20 yards away. It does not work. Okay? If he's a lefty, the pole might catch him. Okay? Because the lefty's going to trail that side, but he's never going to catch a righty. So to reiterate, Coach B, 5 yards, full sprint in, then he can jog and just kind of read the play. Guys, as face-off guys, we cannot see what's going on over there once they say down. We cannot turn our head, okay? So if they get smart and they start sending a guy on John, okay? Once I put my head down, coach is gonna let me know. Say, Jerry, that's all I need to hear, and I know he's off. So now I know I have all this room to work with as opposed to going out the back, okay? Little calls make a big difference. So he's shut off. No big deal. I get the ball that way. If they get really crazy, and I'm not comfortable putting the ball there or there for whatever reason, I have the option of using the opposite side of the field. And how I do that, I have 2 moves. I have a check pop and a between the legs pop. Let me get one guy out here. Somebody, come on out. All right, so if I'm having trouble getting him the ball, and let's say that he's beating me up, I have the option of getting the ball to my man over here. Coach will use you as a pylon to be my guy. So, if I clamp, I have the option of locking in, okay? Once I have the ball, I can do one of our defensive draws and rotate the opposite way. He's gonna follow me. I point my butt at coach, and I go through my legs. Coach now has the ball. I've done my job. Or I can do something called check pop. A little bit easier, but it'll be less distance. So we clamp, I have the ball, we rotate. Okay? I have the rock, I see coach, I drag, and I pop it out. That's another way to get the ball to him, or him, depending on what's going on. Okay? Last but not least, we're going to go over the defensive draw setup. I'm not going to go over the move just yet. But guys, so let's say you're kicking this guy's teeth in all day. Their coach finally says, I've had enough. Just pull, go out there and kill him. Fine. We love it. Because the coach thinks that a pull is checkmate. Because there's Fogos out there. We're not Fogos, guys. We're face-off athletes. I would love to have a pole any day of the week. One, they can't face off most of the time. Two, they have no idea what you're going to do. And three, they're like Hulk. They smash. They're not thinking, okay? So he says, well, this guy's been going this way the entire day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step in his way and I'm going to smash the heck out of him. Fine, let him think that, okay? So what we do, I see a pole come out, defensive draw, or whatever call you guys want to have, eagle, I don't care. You take your wings, because what do wings do when a pole's out there? Shut off. They always shut the wings. If they don't, they're stupid. So, defensive draw, I send both my wings as far forward as they possibly can. Doing what? Giving me all this room to run and work with. Because I'm getting this ball. Okay? So, what I do, I see a pole. What I'm not going to do is try and fast break him. Because that's what he's expecting. What he's going to do is, he's going to stand up and just wait for me to get there and just take my arms off. Guillotine me. Don't want that. So what a pole's going to do, if he comes out in a face-off stance, he's going to have a long day. If he goes down on a knee, beat him like everybody else. But if he's standing in neutral grip, he's probably going to rake. He's going to rake and then stand up like this and wait to chop. Okay? We're going to let him do that. But instead of doing that, instead of going the way he wants to go, we're going to do three things. First, I'm going to secure the ball with the power clamp. So he's going to rake and stand up. I now have the ball. He's waiting for me to stand up. I'm going to pull my stick into my body, 1, 2, and put my butt on his leg. What is he on right now? My back. Then I'm going to pitch the top of the ball, extend, and run like the Dickens. And I have an odd man rush going the other way for a slow clear. Okay? Why is this so effective? You guys watch box lacrosse? You've seen it, right? There's no poles in that game. Reason being, a pole is good when I'm this far from a guy. He can hit me, okay? He can slash and do that. This is where a pole's dangerous. If I'm this close to a pole, does that extra footing help at all? No. That's why there's no poles in box. And that's why the Canadians are crushing American defensemen. Because they get right in here. They're not used to that. The pole picks a side, I roll the other way. We're taking the same principle and applying it to the face-off. Because he cannot hit me from behind. If he does, fine. I'll take the flag. If he goes for a check, he's probably going to hit me in the head. Because once again, come back down. Once again, I've controlled the ball. I'm here, okay? And then I'm coming out. He can't hit me. He can't touch me. If he goes over my head, he's going to take my helmet off. Let's say I do that 2 times in a row. Now he's getting clever. He thinks he's smart. He goes, I'll run with him. I'll rotate with him. Okay, nice and slow rotate. So this time, I control the ball. He rakes, pulls out. He goes, I'm going to roll with him. I start rotating. He runs around. Okay. Oh, you're benched too. It's all about watching his footwork. Okay? We are reading. Quinn Kwesniak, or whatever his name is, calls us like punters or quarterbacks. We control the flow of the game by doing stuff like this. Okay? All about reading your opponent. Guys, any questions on wing play? Coaches. And you guys can draw up plays out of this. So if we need a quick goal with 30 seconds left, and I don't think I can fast break the guy, I can go through my legs to my wing over here, who's cutting in, who picks up that ball, who's going to hit my cutting long stick or short stick that's cutting from the 50 all the way to the box. That is a touchdown play, as we call it. Because it's still a fast break, but I didn't do anything. And both of their wing guys are paying attention because they're watching the face-off. So he cuts up, he cuts back, gets the ball, sends a pass, instant offense.
Hey, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Did you ever put a long stick on the draw side?
Unless you have Brody Merrill on your team, which you do not, you will never put a pole on the draw side. It is a waste. But what you do with your pole on the other side, just go hip to hip. Let the pole do what he wants. Don't make it complicated for him. He wants to sit there and slash. Let him be the guy sitting there waiting for the ball to squirt out. Also, last thing. How many times have you seen wings come in and just sit like this looking at the ball? Every time. Wings begin to come any further,